I'm the dog.
I drink beer. Drink a lot of beer. You know, so what? Everybody drinks beer, man. Everybody does that.
What you have to do is educate the children. Drugs aren't bad, they're beautiful, they're good and
Once I got out of here, I was just like, fuck it. Got hooked on heroin, and I've been out here for about 5 years now.
Do you believe in aliens and UFOs?
I am an alien.
I'm Iomarids Ramses, also known as Joseph Abner, Alpha and Omega. And you can't do hard drugs and become a great sower.
Get in with nature, and I understand the seagulls, and you know, I'm part of the planet, and my home is on Earth.
My mind is not here right now. I just came from up yonder and down to here, and I'm thinking of different things, and I'm performing my poetry.
But the reason I'm homeless, I'm homeless? Shit, not that again. Oh well.
share all your dreams with me.
Hey, it's a pinner.
Dollar into that.
Yeah.
Then if you can get the ball outside,
Feeling like feelings that I am not feeling.
you can get your dollar back out.
There's a bug in there.
There's a bug in there. Good bug.
Earwig.
You have to smoke that.
That shit's still sticky.
Hey, you can't. I just need chopstick.
What you got? What you got within a while? You drunk motherfucker?
What the heck is that? Why are there not so many answers?
I don't know. That's our government at work. That's our government at work. It's like more bookwork than street work. It's like the fucking Nazis moving in. It's more bookwork than fucking Hail Hitler. Yeah. Hey, there's the fucking Nazis right there. Hail Hitler. Arr. Oi there, mate. Get them. It's our government at work. It's the SS fucking crew.
I was a street entertainer. Pantomime, balloon animals, helium tanks, parties, business cards, flowers, party tricks, magician, magic, music, guitar player. Just your all-around street performer. But I got tired of it, and I became a sewer. I won the sewing Olympics.
Well, I've done a record myself. I'm Down on the Outside, and You Can Run, You Can't Hide. It's on Nash Bridges. I've done a couple other ones. I got a CD out, and I'm here like in between, you know, like my business is in between. Let me see here. It's in between songs, man. I mean, I'm here panhandling change for kicks, man. You know, just for something to do. And I'm pushing carts for exercise. Plus, it also gives me, like, you know, a little bit of cash on the side. You know what I mean?
Hi, I'm Red Dog. I'm alcohol. I'm finna beat fuck you. Fuck the police. Fuck everybody. now I can think back. The dog. I went through a lot of shit with my family. But then I always smiled at them because I was a clown. I used to go like this to my mother. You know, I said, what are you doing? She said, where you been? I said, where you been? I've been here in the house. You know, I was like 9 years old. And she said, Fred, go to your room. I said, you can't order me around. I'm grown. I was grown inside the womb.
I was raised by my grandparents, and I got like, I had a good childhood, put it that way. And then I fucked it up, but I just became a skater, and then I just started going to parties, and I just started fucking. My parents are hippies, so it's like I always had that little influence, but I lived with my grandparents. And then my grandparents kicked me out, and I went to live with my dad. And then I got in a lot of trouble in Oregon. I broke into liquor stores and just did a bunch of stupid shit. So my dad got pissed off at me. He kicked me out, and I went to live with my mom, and my mom just didn't give a fuck what I did. She didn't care. I could do anything I wanted to do.
My name's Outlaw. Been around for a long time. This is my friend Mike D. Mike D, come in here.
What's up, bro? Are you the police, man? Am I gonna be on cops?
Got a lighter.
I can't wait for Papa's to see me, dude. You saw me last night, dude? Fucking. Oh, man. Look at you. You think that one? Here's my brother right there! Hey! There's my brother! Get out of here! What's up? Oh!
And we got Dylan stepping in. Dylan, say hello.
This is my brother right here, Dylan. I didn't even get a bottle, so I passed it back to you, Ken. Like this. Like that. I think I'll do that.
I can't help but the voices in my head overpower somebody talking sometimes, and it's like they'll be talking and I'll hear what they say, and then I'll barely hear what they say, and what the voice in my head said was funny, and I laugh at bad stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that's not funny, it's uncontrollable. You know, I'd like to join the army.
Uh-oh. What the fuck? What's that all about, man? What? Hey, you're on the fucking beach, dude. People walk around barefoot, dude.
No doubt. And bikes.
Dude, why did you
children?
Why did you just do that?
Yeah, that was party foul.
Oh, that's fucking beyond a party foul.
Party foul. Out here.
Hey, dude. Can I ask you a favor, bro?
Please pick that shit up.
Could you go somewhere else? Could you like get up and walk somewhere else?
He did that on purpose, though.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, good.
That's right, dude. That's not fucking be yourself.
Devil man!
If you didn't mean to, then alright, I'll forgive you.
Still.
Yeah, but be careful, man. You know what I'm saying?
Devil man. Come here and get in the camera.
Devil man! Devil man!
Remember Devil man's right here.
Zombie? Devil man. You know what happened?
Find a lot of nice people, you know, out here, man. You know, there's nice people out here. And people are nice. You open your eyes up and you see that people are nice inside too, man. I also see people who are very kindly, have been very kind to the people that are homeless out here. They're kind. They got a lot of kind systems going, and people, you know, have been very nice to me and others. I enjoy the atmosphere here with the birds, and it's an experience that I value. It's a divine experience, and I know you get in with nature, and I understand the seagulls, and you know, I'm part of the planet, and my home is on Earth. I know I'm on my way back into the social society. You know, I was real estate. I am, you know, I had experiences driving a nice Jaguar, you know.
Well, people see me, hey man, I'm right here, right now, man. I'm me. I'm who I am. I'm nobody else. I'm not that guy, I'm not that guy. I'm not you, I'm not him. I'm me. I'm who I am. I'm a person.
You know, I'm definitely against the drug laws they have in effect now. I mean, they're taking the chains off the blacks, they'll let the gays out of the closet. When are they going to do something for the last minority in America? The drug user, not the abuser. There's a lot of people who use drugs daily to make their life more complete. The metabolic system calls for it. And once they've experienced it, there's nothing that can take its place. They have to have that drug. I know doctors that are drug addicts. I know legal secretaries that are drug addicts. I know computer troubleshooters that are drug addicts. You know, it's not restricted to poor people or jazz musicians or the ne'er-do-wells anymore. There's a lot of talented people that use drugs.
I just left a beer sitting there after a couple of swallows. I just had a little cotton mouth, don't even ask. Only had 2 tokes today. Once you learn how it works, that's it. That's all it takes. Toke, swallow, and get rid of the evidence. All that sitting around with a bong and all that, I'm too old for that. Besides, this year's crop is that good. This year's crop is good. That's for real, 1 toke. If that doesn't work, you got a problem.
People ask me, well, Red, Red, what race are you? Motherfucker, I'm a mutt. Well, Red, you look black. I say, well, peep this out. Peep this out, y'all. Now, if a dark person got white features, do they make him white? I'm a mutt. I don't give a fuck about nationality. We're all one. The spiritual world is the world that we came from. We're all one. Until everybody realizes and understands that, there won't be no unity. Unity is very important. We're all one. I love all y'all, but nobody loves me. I don't give a fuck. All I got on my mind is killing the police. I hate the police. But the police, I hate the fucking police.
What's that?
I didn't stutter. I said I hate the police, fool.
They're like, you're trespassing, and they give us tickets, or they throw us in jail, or they beat the crap out of us. I've gotten the shit beat out of me by a cop, and like, it was a male cop, and I'm a female, you know? But you can't really say much of anything, you know? If you say something about it, then it just makes it harder for you out here, because that cop will just be after you, you know?
Why don't you grab that out of there? If you step on back a little bit, you can film a little bit better with a wider angle.
Ordinary Joes, right? Ordinary Joes. Right. Well, we're not doing it. Remember, anybody good. We're all having a peaceful protest. Oh, get in the pocket. What do you got there? Well, actually, no, I live in
I'm not touching Mike.
Why is he touching? Why is he touching Mike?
You got a security guard badge.
Get a badge. You got guns? You got guns? You got joints. Right, you got joints. You got no guns. Right? Yeah, peace, man. Peace, bro. The only thing we represent is peace. Poor guys. But solid rich people around here are going to pay for this stuff right here. Right. That's good government. All the taxpayers paying for this money. Right. That's our government at work right now. Everybody, this is our government charging you, all you tax-paying citizens, to put us up room and board for 3 or 4 nights. Thank you very much. Thank you. Here's our government. Here's our government right here. Right here. Get a good shot of him. Give him a hand.
What's your address, Dad?
Thank you guys. 4151. Thank you. Rock and roll, man. Rock and roll. Officer, you got a badge number?
No, you know it is. West LA. West LA off the freeway in Santa Monica. Not the new one.
No. He ain't got a badge number, man. Don't sign it. He ain't even got a badge number.
Okay, good luck.
Hey.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck with it. Ticket with it. Right. Ticket with it, huh? Good luck. Ticket with it.
Huh? When I'm getting a ticket, don't talk to him like that, dude. He was trying to get aggro.
We got it on tape.
I know, but he caught me, dude. I got caught drinking a 40. Dude. I took it back and I was walking straight in front of him carrying an empty 40 to throw it away, and he just said, "Bam," you know. Fuck, I got caught. I got a ticket. He didn't run my name. He didn't take me in on my warrants. Remember that was. Well, you know, I mean, he wouldn't take me in on my warrants, so I got like 12 warrants for fucking sleeping and drinking on it. So I mean, so I'm just sitting there, I'm just like trying to hear you and Jammin are fucking just mocking him. Did you go to college? Hey, can you identify yourself? I think you're fake. Dude, don't do that when I'm getting a ticket, dude. What if he got aggro and just said, fuck it?
You guys came to give you a ticket?
Huh?
You guys came to give you a ticket?
Yeah, they caught me drinking a fucking beer, dude. I was walking to the trash can. They're undercover.
So are you owe 100 and something dollars?
Nah, I just gotta go to court.
Yeah.
I won't do it, but...
Taxpayers' money, right? Thank you, guys. That's my friend Mock right there. Get a picture of him. That's my friend Mock. He wears me a ticket every day. Right? Every day. I need rolling paper, and fucking usually I got none. And I can roll up a fucking big fat joint on their tickets, right? Taxpayers. Our friend Mock. That's all our friend Mock, right?
I'm Grego. I'm an artist. I'm bohemian. I'm in a bitch and a half with the women. I mean, you know, they say certain things that are untrue, but you know what I'm saying? That's always going to happen.
So you're popular with the women?
Hell yeah.
That's only because I'm very messy. I've been living on the street for some time. I come from New York, Philadelphia, Jersey, out to California. I go back, I come back. The woman of my dreams happens to come here. The woman I proposed to marry in Philadelphia in 1995 shows up in California when I arrive. I see her walking back and forth. I know she is a relation to Yvonne Herrera Ibilabat. We finally get together, and she leaves me every day. I see her every day. She leaves me every day. She disappears for 2 weeks, comes back. I see her periodically. We go out, have coffee. I love her, and all this. And this has been going on too long. And you're capturing. Look. You know, I have 2 storage units saved with stuff for her. I've been paying. The reason that I keep going on is because of her. It's because of me and her. I go on for me. I could go on a lot smoother if she were here. My mind has been going this way and that way and zigzag and seesaw for so long. And, you know, it's hard for me to carry on without her, but she decided to leave. She decided to leave and not call me. Ebo, I hope someday that you see this tape and why you didn't call me and I didn't remember your father's number in France, so you say. You know, there is a plethora of situations and ideas and feelings and emotions that keep encircling in my brain. That's what happened to my life. How long will I let it go on like this? I want you to come back. I would come follow you, but you better give me an invitation, girl. I love you, Yvonne, Herrera, Ibila, Severina, Bourgeois. Severina Bourgeois, you are so beautiful.
I want a woman that drinks and smokes. That way maybe we can hit it off. You know what I mean. And this is my dead wife's name, Sherry the Snake. See the snake right there? Her nickname was the Snake.
Why did she have that nickname?
She had a tattoo coming out of her pussy all the way up to her tits. Yeah.
What about family?
Oh, they're all back in New York. They're the reason I'm here. There's 3,000 miles of continent between us. You know, if there was more, well, I would have been further west, but you start to get wet.
Hey! What's up? What's up, Secret Man? I love you dearly, man. What's up?
How you guys doing today? Real slow, brothers. Grab it, squeeze it. Nothing in the hands. Hey, brother, in the eye. Where'd I go? Roll another one. I don't know.
Anyway, as I was saying...
I took the show right away, didn't I?
I'll think to that.
Hey, company change today, brother. No problem, brother.
Well, okay, you know, I come out of Vietnam. I didn't get anything. I needed, you know, when I worked hard all my life. I drove semi and everything, you know. But when I got disabled, I got in a wreck, you know. I go to the government. I get nothing. They wouldn't give me a damn thing, you know. So I ended up out here on the streets without anything, you know. And you know, I'm 53 years old. Like I said, I got children older than you are. And you know, they bring the Asians over here. They give them $10,000. They give them a business loan, you know, on the home and everything else. But what do they do for the vets? Nada.
You guys work all year to get a 2-week paid vacation. I'm on paid vacation 52 weeks a year. I don't envy you. You know, I'm to be envied if you will get down and think about it. I ain't complaining. Don't help me. I can take care of myself. Life is wonderful if you only stop to smell the roses. You know, life is not 9 to 5. That's only a way to put your meal on the table. Don't make it so goddamn important. Your family is important. Your friends are important. What you do to the environment is important. How you treat other people is important.
What motivated you to get a swastika on your forehead?
Being a crazy biker. Listening to the stories about the Bermuda Triangle, and when they made the 3-level drilling rigs fit on with the astronomical stations on passages through Millennium 1 and Suburbia. Those were astronomical passages that were top secret NASA things, and it had a lot to do with Charles Atlas. And Charles Atlas was a movie star who made movies, and a lot of his movies, which were space movies, were called Charles at Last. You know, And he was kind of like a guy who was like into those really beautiful girls, and they're old movies. They're really old. And after he got a little older and a little younger, both at the same time, where he kind of found his fountain and got sick of that stuff and grew his beard out and stuff like that, then he became Helter Skelter. And I studied up on the guy himself, who is Gypsy Palm, about what his life's like and who he is and where he goes and everything like that. And I found out some secrets in life about the whole Manson family. You know, about the Messiah, Charles Atlas, Charles Manson, the Messiah.
You said you're married to Elizabeth Taylor?
Me and Roxanne were supposed to get married March the 18th.
Which Elizabeth Taylor are you talking about?
Elizabeth Roxanne Taylor, the one from the Second Baptist Church, Poseidon's daughter.
So how long have you been living out here for?
About 8 years, 9 years, something like that. Yeah.
What's it say on your knuckles?
Love and hate. See the fingernails on love, good? Check it. Hate, look at the knuckles. See the nails on hate? With a what? Ooh, you see that thing going by? Why I can't, yeah, grab that, man. Why I can't have that. There you go. Yeah. And I know him, yeah.
What would you do to her if you could get your hands on her? What time in the morning do you usually start drinking and when do you stop?
What time do I start drinking? What time do I stop? Well, I pace myself out, really. I just get a half pint to wake up. Then I pace myself out about 4 or 5 hours. Get a couple beers. I get some checks. I get a cash. I get another check's gonna be about $5 million. I'm gonna have it real soon. I get a bunch of money coming, a bunch of things coming, man. Like I said, I'm doing this for the meantime.
Y'all done saw a dick before, haven't you? I want to talk about the government. I would like to kill Pete Wilson, 3 strike shit. I hate him with a passion. I also want to kill Governor, what's his name? Ray? Ah, fuck him. Fuck him. And I gotta point out, this is how I point. Fuck the police. That's all I got to say, is fuck the police. Fuck the police. I don't care about the police. They'll never take me alive. I've been on the run for 20 years. They'll never catch me. If they catch me, they better kill me. If they don't kill me, I'm gonna kill them. You don't fuck with a dog. I'm a smooth criminal. I ain't a criminal. This is like Nixon said. Nixon said, I'm not a crook. I'm not a crook. I'm your president. Yeah, motherfucker. So what about the tapes? What about the tapes, though? What about the motherfucking tapes? What's up with that, Mr. President? That. Only president I ever liked was Lincoln and Clinton. Clinton was getting his shit sucked in the overall. Monocolor whiskey. The overall. Sticking cigars up our pussy and shit, putting it in his mouth, say that tastes good.
What do you think about President Bush?
Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him and his father. I like the Clinton. At least he was doing the right thing. Getting his duck sucked in the Oval. He was the first black president. Bill Clinton. That was my boy. I loved him. monocolored whiskey. Whew, I would have got my... She was the intern. He said, fuck that, intern this. He couldn't help himself. He's human. Shit.
President Bush, I like President Bush because his name is Bush and I like to smoke marijuana.
We're on the beach right now. I see so many homeless kids. It's 11 old kids on this beach. Smoking weed, drinking. Uncle Ray, you need a joint? I said, what are you doing with that joint? Give me that. I said, where your mom? Where you doing? I want to run away. You know something? It brings a tear to my eye.
Let's see, the crazy things are when hysteria, people get alcohol and they jump to beat a person.
Please. Hey, y'all quit that shit, man. What y'all doing that shit for, man? Hey, get the fuck out of here, dude.
You're expelled, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, man.
You're expelled, bro.
Back off. Back off. Fuck you. You wanna play? You wanna play? Fuck out of here now. Get the fuck out of here. Bitch ass motherfucker. Fuck out of here, huh? Come on, motherfucker. You wanna play with me? Shit, these are my boys. This is Venice Beach. Some people gonna come in and disrespect us and shit. We live here. Other people just work here, right? We live here 24 hours a day, right? Some people gonna come in and do some shit like that in our hood, and get me my fucking adrenaline running like that. What you wanna do some shit like that for?
I was looking for a cigarette and a beer.
Well, goddamn, why you wanna hit a dude upside the head? Huh? It's stupid, man. Hey, my bitch. Hey. Is that stupid? Is that fucking stupid? Was that stupid?
No, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of out of control now, pretty much.
Out of control. Huh.
No, really.
But you need to check yourself when you're here, right? Right? Because Paradise ain't made for everybody. Right? Paradise ain't made for everybody.
Castle?
Yeah, down there by the blue house. Don't worry about it. You can go in there and get your water. What you want? I know what you're inside. It's Arrowhead water. Alright? You're welcome.
Fucking numbnuts that fucking broke the bottle left.
I was wondering where the...
He didn't do that shit on fucking accident.
You should have seen what happened when you left, bro.
What?
I'll tell you about it later.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me when I left to go get the pizza?
It might be I'm tied up over there.
Yeah, pass that this way, too.
Mike D.
What's that?
Right here, man.
Anybody want 35 cents?
No.
He grabbed it.
You gonna hit it?
I don't smoke toothpaste.
I don't smoke toothpaste. What the fuck's that got to do with toothpaste?
Toothpick.
Oh, toothpaste. Man, that's all that was left, man.
I don't smoke toothpicks.
Do you believe in aliens and UFOs?
Hell fucking no.
Why not?
Why? I don't know, man. There may be some kind of a life on another planet, but hey, man, I'm not one of those quack guys that goes around, hey man, I saw a UFO, I saw this, that, and the other thing, man. I don't believe in that, you know what I mean?
Do you believe in aliens and UFOs?
I believe that there is so much more out there that we have no idea of what exists in the other universes, if there are other universes. We have, did you see, I saw the pictures on the front page of the LA Times about the photographs that were taken 2,500 light years away. Did you see them? Pretty cool. I think that that we don't know enough to really speak fluently about what's going on up there and out there beyond what we can see.
So do you believe in UFOs and aliens?
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories about them, or have you ever seen anything like that?
Well, see, Retriever McVeigh, his surname is Jesus Christ, and it's like he was given unto Egypt as the son of Omega, and unto the Son of God was Jesus, and it was passed down from Jesus to Retriever, the story of the ships that landed in Egypt and left the big black circles in the midst of all the people that was all around the nation of Egypt. And upon that ship was a child. And the child, he gave unto him, who was his Savior, known as Jesus, he gave unto him the ship. And the ship went as far up in history as it did back in history. Once upon a time in a land far, far away was a little young boy named Retriever McVeigh.
The ships are designed, and they are coordinated by Jehovah, God Jehovah. We're the ships. We're going to be their friends. See, they're controlled by God. That's wonderful, brother. They are God, the supreme being. You think he's not? If we're driving in a car and flying in a plane, what you think the supreme being's in?
I thought it was all about people. Hey, I want everybody to know that these are my kids. I'm a clone. I'm a clone dog.
I don't know, sometimes I have a challenge avoiding cops, because in downtown Hollywood, cops, when they stop the punks, before they ask our identification or anything, they check our arms for track marks and ask us, like, when the last time we did heroin. Before they just assume that we're all heroin junkies.
Chill, queen fucking bitch. Here they come. Hey, 6 up.
Stand in front of my truck. I'm so drunk you can't even walk. Hands in my car.
You know that, right?
Yeah. Food.
Do you have any warrants or anything?
They giving food out down there today?
No, I clear. I don't know. I just got back.
You just got back from where?
July 3rd?
From Eugene, Oregon.
From where?
Eugene.
Eugene, Oregon? What were you doing up there?
Picking mushrooms.
By the police or
Picking mushrooms?
any pollution here? Or
What kind of mushrooms?
What do you think? Psilocybin mushrooms. Yeah. I was tripping my face off.
Alright. No one said you were a fool.
Go down for being drunk.
Have you been arrested in California before? Have you been arrested in Virginia? What for? Drinking stuff? Anything major? Any felonies or anything?
Oh man, it was like stupid stuff.
You haven't done any time in prison or jail? Huh?
No.
No? Okay. So you've been there 2 months then. What'd you come here for? What was the reason you came to California?
I don't know.
So your plan is to come down the beach here?
Punch me upside the head, man. I might be able to think about it.
I'm not going to punch you upside the head. So this,
maybe I can figure it out.
Where'd you sleep last night?
Last night?
Yeah, where'd you sleep last night?
Oh, it was right over there.
On the sand?
So your plan isn't to try to come down here and drink and sleep on the beach,
Listen,
right?
I'm not trying to.
I'm not saying try. I asked you that's your plan.
How old are you today?
I'm 31 years old. Today I'm 30.
How old are you? Are you 30 or 31?
I'm 30. 9/16/70.
You told me 9/16/71.
That's the correct day.
71 or 70?
So is it, am I 31 or am I 30?
Were you born in 71 or 1970?
No, I'm 30 years old.
Which year were you born in?
30.
Which year were you born in?
71.
You were born in 71.
That makes me 30.
Mike, let's go. Okay, we're not playing a game. All right, let's go.
Go get some
Don't be
pizza
sorry.
and
Just
then
go
you
ahead.
can take the boardwalk.
Your name?
Sergeant O'Neill.
O'Neill?
Yes, Sergeant O'Neill.
Go get some pizza and then you need to leave the beach.
Okay, let's go get some pizza.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good idea, huh? Hey, bro, you spare any change? Leave the cops alone. Mike, come on.
Let's go, man. We're done.
I'm hungry, dude.
What do you need?
He asked me what change for a slice of
Go get pizza. Go ahead. Then go. Pizza's right there.
Can you spare any change?
No, I'm not against that.
I can help you learn to become a great sewer. All you have to do is tear up a newspaper and mix it with water and make sure no colors show and no letters show. You got to tear it to pieces. Now don't be helpless, because you can really become a great sewer if you just follow these easy instructions. There's a stop sign in life, and the stop sign either says stop or go back the other way, because it won't let you cross to Stonehenge and to the next doorway to become a great sewer if you do hard drugs. A little bit of weed is okay from Herbalife. That's okay. And a little bit of alcohol is okay. But if you do hard drugs, acid, LSD, coke, heroin, and pop pills, you're not going to be able to become a great sewer, because there's a great king within the doorways of Stonehenge. And if you make a model of Stonehenge out of torn up newspaper and water, and you put sword in the stone to salute your sewing needle, you will become a great sewer. Now, like I say, I'm homeless, but I'm not helpless. Or the ones who aren't as knowledgeable as the others, then they try to take advantage of us. And it's witchcraft. And witchcraft catches up and turns on you. But magic, like Stonehenge, and hard work, that's true magic. You could heal the blind, the cripple, the sick. You could bring death back to life. If it's good. Lazarus, come home. There's also a stop sign in life. And if you want to keep going, I wish you would make that choice and choose my aspects in life, my stones. I wish you would tear up my paper and mix it with my water and choose my stones. Because my model doesn't cost a penny. All it takes is a little work. 3 rectangles make a doorway. 3 doorways make 3 doorways. 5 doorways make 5. If you're superstitious about 6, then make 7 doorways. If you don't think 5's enough, then make 7. But if you're not superstitious about 6, then make 6 doorways. I'm not superstitious about 6. Because I know the Lord, and I know what the word the Lord means. And I've seen the whistlers with the flutes, and ever since I was a child, because the Lamb of God I am.
That's my friend Rambo. For a while when the shelters were open, they would pick one night of the month, come around, give everybody tickets, and tell them there's a shelter. You don't have to sleep out here. And that pretty much, I think, wasn't the cops' fault. Somebody from upstairs said, we don't have enough people in the shelters. You know, we got these shelters, there aren't enough people in them. Their beds unfilled. Give these guys tickets. Make them come to the shelters. You know. Okay, beat us into the shelters. Right? Yeah. Get behind us with the whip and say you got to use this shelter. Sure. You know. You go in there. You have to be in there at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They let you out at 6 in the morning. That's real convenient for people. You know. I mean. You know, if you want to do something else, then when you're in the shelters, you have to ask permission to go outside and smoke a cigarette. I mean, well, why don't you just call them temporary jails, you know?
How you doing, folks? Where'd that go? In the air. Who cares? Okay. Our brother's in jail right now. He's doing 8 years in Delano State Prison, you know. So he's, me and him like very day and night, though. He's a robber and everything, man. Shit. At least I try to do something, you know, without breaking the law, you know. But still I break the law with a goddamn cigarette, you know. I was going to show the judge, when I went to court, I was going to show the judge actually, you know, like when they gave me the ticket for doing it, when I was in court, I was going to go, they gave me a ticket to make people smile, you know. But I didn't get to show the judge, you know. I asked him, I said, you want to see what I do? And he goes, no, I don't want to see it, nothing, you know. But if I would have showed him, he would, out of his chambers, when he was out in the hallway, I showed him. He goes, wow, that's tough, you know. But I said, that's what they gave me a goddamn ticket for, you know, for doing this trick, you know.
He got mad at me when we were in Las Vegas because I was reading, and he was panhandling, and I turned around, you know, he yelled at me and stuff. I got up, I walked to the front of the parking lot at Denny's. The first person that I saw, I asked him for some change, and he says, what the hell? And he hands me a $100 bill. I just turned around and come back and flashed it in his face. We went and got a motel room, partied and watched TV.
Hey, Carlos! Carlos, come here, man. Carlos! Carlos, come here. Get Carlos on tape. Right. Not even on opposite sides. Carlos over here, he got ran over by a train. He fell asleep drunk on the train tracks and it ran him over. He's got one arm and one leg.
I'm high on morphine right now. I don't know what's going on. I felt really good. He said, I had to amputate your leg and your arm. He said, you were dead for 4 minutes. And he kept beating on my chest. I said, well, I don't know where to thank you. I'll kick your ass. He started laughing. But the good Lord kept me around for some reason. I don't know. My wife was always getting on me about drinking. She didn't drink or smoke, and I do. So we didn't hit it off. Love is not enough. Always remember that. You have to be compatible. In other words, you have to have something in common. So she told me one day, she said, I was late for supper, right? She said, I worked an hour and a half to fix the supper. I said, subtract an hour and a half from 10, Biddy. I work 10 hours today. I got to finish this house. I'm a carpenter. Or I'm not going to get my money. So she said, you got to get out in the garage and smoke a cigarette. So I enticed her out in the garage, right? And I went in the bedroom, got a blanket, and I threw it there and locked the door. And I turned the hi-fi wide open and the TV. She's banging it. And I left her out there till 6 o'clock the next morning. And that's when I had to get up and go to work.
I have never hit a woman in my life. I always walk away. Red, where you going? I'm going to the store. Get me a beer, because you're getting on my last nerve. I'll be back in like 6 months.
About 4.5 months ago, I separated from my wife, and so I moved out to the beach, decided to travel. And I got tired of traveling, and I came back, and 3 days ago, we decided to get back together, so I moved back in with her.
How does that make you feel that you don't have to sleep out there anymore?
I was tired of it, so it makes me feel good. I don't mind sleeping outside. That's not the thing. I just get tired of the unstableness. Just, you know, waking up doing the same shit every day, and all it is just getting drunk. So.
How does that maybe motivate you to help your brother get into a better situation for himself?
Oh no, I do that every day. I've been trying it ever since I fucking kicked alcohol. Like hardcore, I've been talking to him about getting it, like slowing down on it, but it's hard. He's stubborn. 30, almost 31 years of fucking drinking. So.
Bro, what?
Bro,
what?
Just get a beer.
Let's get one then.
I don't. You know what, man? If I make famous, dude, if I ever get famous, man, thank you again.
Now that you got the place, you gonna maybe help out your brother with a roof over his head, or what?
Yeah, if he sobers up, my wife won't let him come in if he's drinking.
That's fair?
Yeah, because if he were to be in there like just getting drunk all day, he's not going to be getting a job. He's not going to be able to start getting things together. Whereas if he goes in when he's sober, then he'll be able to get out there and look for work and not have to worry about it. So, I mean, she didn't even. That was one of the main reasons we separated, because I drank a lot, and she couldn't take it anymore. With me waking up drinking a beer in the morning, so we got in big old arguments, and then we just decided to separate. Now I'm done with all that. I'm probably gonna go home in a minute.
You gonna take me home with you this time?
I can't right now, dude. I can't do it when you're fucking drunk, dude. I told you that 5 times already. Dude, it has to be a day that you're fucking sober. My wife's not gonna deal with drunk fucking beach club.
I'm never sober though.
Well, one day when you're having a hard day, maybe we'll fucking you can go home.
And it's like when you're strung out, when you're wanting your fix, when you're out there trying to run people's lives, whether it's just one you can pick off out of all of them, or whether it's just a little nidging off of every one of them just so you can get something for your head, it's gonna piss us off, you know. And when we're all in this together, we're kind of like the same thing as the Manson family, you know.
All I gotta say, first of all, is fuck the police. Police shot me in my back, 1982. I'm coming out of the store. And they had people lined up on the wall, sitting and everything. They're gonna tell me to come here. Hey, you come over here. Get your ass down on the ground. I said, man, what the fuck y'all doing, man? You know, I turned my back, and motherfucker shot me in my back.
You give a tithe to the church, right? 10% of your earnings. Give a tithe to the poor. Fuck the church. They got enough money. They ain't doing nothing for nobody. They kill more people than anybody.
I'm working on becoming a celebrity. But more than that, I would have given it all up for the girl. And she knows it.
Give me some. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a great.
Can I borrow 15 cents?
Sorry?
15 cents? Can I borrow you guys for 15 cents?
Sorry, no thanks.
I believe, and I have faith, and I have hope, and I have trust that someday there's going to be a smoke out on the White House lawn. But it's going to be like a picky, it's a really picky type of thing. It's not like where just everybody comes. It's like it has a lot to do with arts and crafts. People that knows how to make something great out of something that's never been made great out of before, you know? And then they it evens. They say it even opens up like a Jack in the Box into something else, where it's like, what is that place? What is that place called? It's not Walt Disney World. It's oh, what's the name? Wonder World. Wonder World. It's where they do the motorcycle stunts that we used to watch from cartoons. They say that's what it opens up into. That those pillars go into big old gates like that, and that somehow or another there's a whole bunch of Trojans inside one White House front yard, and then all of those Trojans just fall into a bunch of soldiers, and it's all good. And then they close the gates, and all the good are in, and we wait until harvest and go picking some more good. And don't pick the bad, just pick the good. And there's nothing wrong with tearing up a newspaper, mixing it with water. You know, you just don't let no letters show, and don't let no colors show. It'll all turn gray like a real stone. And within the midst of the stone, in the center of Stonehenge, you put your sword, which is your sewing needle, inside the stone. And you will become a great sewer.
Why do it happen? Answer the question. There's no one here to answer the question. I'll answer the question. Why? It's called ignorance. We were together for 23 years, motherfucker. That was my boo. Debbie boo. Debbie boo. We have never had one argument. 23 years. Not one argument. So we so cool. We're so cool. I said, where you been? I said, where you been? I said, I don't know. The cops killed him. You don't hear me. You don't hear me. Fuck the police. I ain't mad at them, but I'm mad. I ain't mad, but all I got to do is do this. Fuck the police. They could kiss my motherfucking butt.